Hi guys! So we're uploading this a little bit early because we are going to Berlin. Woo!
Ja, das ist gut!
But we are going to share with you before then Stacey family traditions.
Of Christmas.
Of Christmas, yes. We used to get Christmas trees from the garden. Both Abby and I would go out and help Dad pick the best one and we'd bring it inside. We would decorate it with antique decorations. They were ones that our grandma had, so we had slightly misshapen baubles and things. Also beautiful decorations handcrafted by these two lovely people.
These very hands.
And the angel that was put atop the tree was made by Abby. It's made with a clothes peg.
It was one of the kind of old-fashioned wooden clothes peg with some wool stuck to its head for hair and some sequins stuck onto its wings. Quite something. I think every year a little bit more hair fell off.
Yeah.
But
before that, the star that we had on the top of the Christmas tree was a piece of cardboard covered in tin foil. So
don't knock it, because that's all we've got in the flat at the moment on one of them.
All very lovely. And Dad will bring in holly and ivy and things.
We'd have a wreath on the door as well.
And all Christmas cards all around the house.
And paper chains. We used to make super long paper chains. I think you can see just about in these photos.
You can see that there's a Christmas tree. That was before they were from the garden. That was a picked one because it's massive. And paper chains. And Abby being adorable. And Granddad. And me. And Mum.
Christmas.
And in the run up to Christmas also we would make Christmas cards for people.
Yep.
We would sit with Dad and cut out cards from the year before.
And he'd use spray glue.
Yeah, it
which
was
would be
amazing. We weren't allowed to use it.
No.
I don't even know if we weren't allowed or we just let Dad do it.
No, I think we weren't allowed.
Yeah. So then we'd get to Christmas Eve itself, and when we were little and used to still believe in Santa Claus, Mum would make us tidy the house so that it was ready for Santa's arrival.
A nice trick that I fully intend on using with my children.
Very clever. Cleaning is always a part of our Christmas still though. After that it became we need to have the house tidy for our aunt when she arrives, and now even though our aunt doesn't come it has to be tidy for Dad to arrive, so tidying is a big part of Christmas. So yeah, we'd come to Christmas, and nowadays we have Christmas Eve. Nowadays we have these beautiful stockings which have our names embroidered at the top, and then they're like little Victorian children room scene things.
Also quite sizable, which is always good.
Yes. And before that we used to have Dad's old socks, which were also sizable for little people.
You know, look at them. Maybe they weren't his old socks. There aren't enough holes for them to be Dad's old socks.
Yeah. So this is us opening our stockings one morning.
A few years ago.
Yeah.
Approximately 20 years ago.
And apparently one morning when we were very young, Mum came downstairs at like 5 in the morning and found us with Dad because we'd got so excited we'd woken up really early. That doesn't happen so much anymore.
But we still do. This was taken in Mum and Dad's old room. We're on their bed, and we still do go up to Mum's room and open our stockings together.
Yeah.
And show her what Santa's got us, and she can fake surprise.
Yeah. And it used to be that we would always get an orange, like a lot of people I think. That's me being delighted with an orange. And yeah, nowadays Mum's still awesome at being Santa. We get things like makeup, nail varnish, eyeshadow, things like that. I get jewellery, socks we've got.
I get awesome socks.
Yes.
The older you get, the more you appreciate a good pair of socks for Christmas.
And yeah, it's always a really good showing. So
good haul.
So well done, Santa. And that leads us into Christmas Day itself. So we've opened up our stockings and it's all glorious and we're very happy.
And the house smells of turkey.
Yes. It's a great thing to wake up to. And so, as mentioned already, then we normally comes to tidying up the house a bit. Now we're old enough to know not to do it Christmas Eve. We spruce up the house a bit. Abby usually sets the table for Christmas.
I like to do my bit for the Christmas lunch.
Yeah, and Dad will arrive about 11ish.
Yep.
and we go into the living room and we sit down,
Make a nice cup of
tea, and then we distribute presents. Nowadays we don't have a tree, so we just put all our presents out by the fireside, usually Christmas Eve-ish, and then I like to position myself so I distribute presents because I'm that kind of a person. I'm a giver. And then we distribute our present. We tend to overdo it a bit, but in a good way.
We have been known to overdo presents. We're a generous family, let's just say that.
I think
we're none of these one present per person. There's
No.
none of that bullshit happening in this house.
And it's more like I set myself a limit of how much I'll spend on a person, and then it's however many things I can get for them.
I always feel really successful if I've got loads of cheap things that seem really expensive.
Yeah.
That's the way to Christmas
That
shop.
will not be the case for Abby this year, but she'll have maybe 4 presents.
That's an okay number. I feel like a lot of other people just get one present per person.
But I think because we're just buying for 3 people essentially,
Yeah.
we can buy a lot more rather than a lot of families where they go to a big family thing.
Or they've
We
just
don't
got
have
more
that.
siblings.
And then we will go on to have the most amazing meal of the year. Mum does an awesome turkey and I don't think anyone will ever beat it, and I intend to take on the same recipe because it's
amazing.
incredible.
It's got bacon on it. The 2 stuffs, you've got sage and onion stuffing and chestnut stuffing. And it's proper like moist stuffing. Like when we went to school, I don't know how other people have stuffing, but when we went to school, stuffing was like a slab.
But I think
Like
a lot
our
of people
school dinner.
cook stuffing separately, whereas ours is stuffed in the bird, and then there's bacon
Stuffed.
on top, and then there are sausages as
Oh
well,
my God.
and we have potatoes,
sprouts.
Brussels
I
sprouts,
love Brussels
sometimes
sprouts.
parsnips. It's incredible.
I don't
The
love
most
parsnips.
amazing meal. And normally, well, I'm not going to lie, Mum does the bulk of the cooking, but then I go help Mum a bit, and Abby and Dad
We look after the table.
yeah.
Maybe we'll pour people drinks. We're very kind and generous.
Yeah, so that's there.
Maybe we'll just provide conversation to keep
And wit.
Mum and Sarah going.
Wit. And then we eat lunch, and then we have desserts, and we go a bit crazy on desserts. I've made a Christmas cake, which is a bit better than last year, but still a bit burnt. I mean, it's my second time.
Next year will be great. 3rd time lucky, right?
3rd time's the charm, and it takes a long time, so you're not quite sure. And it might be okay once I just...
Cut off the burnt bit.
Well, it's only the top bit that's a bit burnt.
Yeah. It tasted totally fine last year. We did cut a lot of burn off and it tasted fine.
But it
I'm
will
sure it will
taste
this year.
completely fine.
And then we tend to get a little Christmas pudding.
Yeah.
Dad used to make them, but they're just
anymore.
too big, so we get smaller ones.
But Dad does make mince pies, and that's
Amazing
where
mince
his
pies.
genius is. And then I make a Yule log as well. So we have lots. And Abby wants to make a gingerbread house.
This year.
And I
Look
like...
out on Facebook for the photos
Yeah.
of I imagine it'll be like in Bake Off where Ruby's shed was sliding off her cake. I think it'll look like that, but I'm dreaming big.
And I have, for a couple of years now, made candy cane cookies.
They're really good.
Oh, we didn't mention that we pull crackers.
Yay!
Which everyone does, but then we sit
We
there...
all put on our hats, except Mum, who
she never
refuses to.
does.
And because Stacey heads are somewhat bigger than the normal size head, we often have to tear them a little bit to get them on. And also because Mum doesn't wear hers, there's inevitably one person, it's normally me or Dad, who wears 2 hats.
Mm-hmm.
And then you keep them on for the rest of the day.
Yeah. So then we finish dinner and we sometimes play a game. Last year we played Bananagrams.
Yeah, love bananagrams.
Abby enjoys. Then we'll usually head back to the living room and...
Probably another cup of tea.
And watching...
Watch a film. It's quite tough to find a film that we will all enjoy. It often has to be a slightly older film. But we manage it. That's fun.
And yeah. Then Dad usually goes home about 6-ish when the Christmas specials start because he's not interested
in Strictly.
Yeah, and then we basically spend the rest of the evening in front of TV. We watch
Yay!
Strictly, we watch
Who.
Doctor Who, we watch
EastEnders and Downton have clashed for the past couple of years. They're clashing
Yeah.
again this year.
well, we can watch
They make these things
EastEnders.
hard.
We usually go for EastEnders, don't we? Oh no, we went for Downton last year, and then Matthew died. Then that's our Christmas, really.
Go to bed slightly overfull, but
happy.
merry.
Yeah, that's it. I love our Christmases. I like that they're small and intimate, and Mum's turkey is the best turkey ever. Our desserts are the best desserts ever. and it's all fun. That's it. That's our Christmas. And next week, Secret Santa. Hope everyone's
Should
bought
really
something.
buy something.
Yeah.
Christmas time.
Abby's a bit behind in things.
Mistletoe and wine.
Okay. We will see you separately. We will not be together. See you separately next week, and hopefully we will be having an awesome time in Berlin. Woo! Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.